You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Me and Dutchy here right now, but Bano's gonna slide through in a little bit, and we'll see maybe Wham Bam will come through as well. Yesterday, what I leave? I left the Raptors as the best bet. That's what made my night profitable. So I'm happy about that. But was on the wrong side of the other one with my guy Dutchy. So I give you your props, man. Congrats on that Denver with Dub. What's good with you, Dutchy?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plug. Yeah, man. It's good to be back with you, Skee. The chat, big shout out. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, we could go back to tomorrow, but I guess today we could get paid, So we don't have to do that, Skee, but I appreciate it. But man, them little leprechauns, huh? The second half. Oh wait, we're not going back to tomorrow. Yeah, man. Let's get to the bag today. Hey, there's a lot of games on the card. And what did I say yesterday, Skee? I could do one thing. I'm gonna give y'all a one winner, right? I know I can do that. We did that with the Nuggets yesterday. I mean, if I would have fucked around and bet the Pistons late, that was a fucking turtleneck. I don't even think they covered the full. They win by 8. So, I mean, I'm not forcing it, man. I'm not forcing it. But we could break this motherfucker down like a pound and find a bet on any game. But I'm just not gonna do that. So let's get to it, my man.
All right, let's do it. We got a big slate starting with Wizards and Hawks. Oh, that is not correct. My bad. Starting with Heat and Sixers. Heat and Sixers is top of the card. Opened up, I think -2.5. Still see 2.5 or 3 out there total around the opener as well. Mitchell and Powell both questionable. Jovic is out. Embiid is probable. Broom is out. Man, I'm pretty sure I've seen every capper that not every capper, but I've seen a million cappers say this stat, and I'm sure everybody knows by now. The Heat 10-0 after a loss. But man, I can't get there without Powell. I just can't do it. Dutchy, I'm starting to look at the other side. I'm not gonna lie, just because if there's no Mitchell, no Powell, you got Maxey, you got some. Philly's better. Philly's better if it's like that. I don't know, Dutch. I was looking at this one. What you think?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Stacks in the building, Justin McKelvey. Good to see you, my dude. He said he got the Heat -2.5 in his pocket, or +2.5 in his pocket. Shout out to our guy. Shout out to Nucky Green, B-Man 702. Now, man, this game is difficult. This is why I really didn't even want to cap this motherfucker, because I feel like you can make a case for both sides. I think Joel Embiid, he been ducking him since that motherfucker. He either gonna come back just like as good as can be, like he was looking pretty good before the All-Star break, but then he didn't suit up the last game before the break, and then we ain't seen him since. So who knows the fuck we're gonna see. But if the Joel Embiid that we get that was playing before the All-Star break, pretty damn good with Maxey, with Edgecombe. I just don't trust the Sixers. They've won 2 straight, right? They've won 2 straight. And then you look on the other side, you got Miami's kind of been big bro, little brother against these boys. They beat them 5 straight times off a loss, too, against a suspect Milwaukee team. They're getting healthy. Is Norman Powell that big of a missing piece to this? I know he's nice. So I don't know. I mean, I think at first glance, do you want to take it? You want to bet the Sixers here? But maybe you look a little more into it. And Miami I think you could trust them a little bit more, which is crazy to say. But yeah, if I had to make a bet, it would be the Heat here. But for some reason, I like the Sixers, and every time I like the Sixers, Skee, they don't win. You know what I mean? They don't win. So that's why I think the Heat are the side. As I believe last time I was on here, you like the Hawks against the Sixers, you and Bobano, right? And the Hawks. And the Hawks smacked them. You know what I mean? Right before the break, I believe. So, yeah, man, I'm good on this one.
All right, we'll go to the next game and Hornets and Pacers. Yeah, man.
Is bad for your health.
I know you're doing the same damn thing.
Is bad for your health.
All right, Rockets and Magic opened up -2, I believe. See 3 or 3.5 now for the Rockets. Opened up 215, still around there. Let's check the injury report for the Rockets. I only see Tate out. For Orlando, Franz Wagner still out. Suggs is questionable. Man, I'm gonna go to you first on this one, Dush.
Nothing, huh? That's it. You're just gonna pass straight to me, huh?
I mean, I could. It's the second of a back-to-back for the Rockets. 3rd and 4 nights, 4th and 6th.
Yeah, go ahead. I got it. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, the Magic here, it's just not a great spot for the Magic here. And we talked about the Rockets in a back-to-back situation. They play pretty well, right? I mean, you could bring up the computer and look up all the stats. I just know they play pretty damn well on the back-to-back. All right. They got Thompson activated tonight, which obviously is going to elevate the defense. Now I am expecting these boys to make some shots, all right, because I'm on the Rockets first half here. But luckily, the Orlando Magic can't shoot the motherfucking basketball either. So give me the motherfuckers that, 7 foot tall all the way through the damn lineup, rebound the ball, KD, do the motherfucking rest. But no, real talk, I think this is a solid spot here for the Rockets. I got them first half -1. I believe it's up a little bit to 1.5. I definitely endorse that. This is a Magic team that played lights. I mean, just gave it all, bro. Gave it all in that game against the Lakers. And it's been on the West Coast. Now they had one day go all the way back from La La Land to Orlando. I mean, that's a long flight. That's a 3-hour time change. I've done it many times. And you need more than one day to get right. I'm just telling you that right now. So, and who knows what the fuck they did in California. So I will tell you this. The Magic are going to be sleepy. I think the Rockets are live to win the game, but I think first quarter is very live. I don't do first quarter bets, but I like it. First half, I bet, and it will cash. I like the Houston Rockets an awful lot here, mainly just a fade of the Magic situation here. And I'm not high on the Magic. Two teams that really can't shoot. Give me the best player on the court, Kevin Durant, and the better coach as well. Let's get that money. Good money, man. First half.
Rockets first half for Dutchy. I feel like the Rockets have been good on back-to-back this year. I don't have the exact numbers, but I feel like they have.
Where the fuck is the notebook or Bobano when I need it, man?
Asking you shall receive.
There we go.
What's up, Bobano?
How's that for timing? Perfect. Asking you shall receive. Here I am. What do we got here? Rockets and Magic. It was a good night last night, by the way. So happy with the way the NBA went last night. So we'll see if we can carry that over here to tonight. Actually, the one thing was Boston Denver over falling short wasn't good, but the other stuff was pretty solid on the night. As for tonight, though, Houston and Orlando. Yeah, I'm with most people here. I think Houston's the only way I could play this one. It is Orlando coming off the road trip back home, so it's not the greatest spot here for the Magic. Didn't bet Houston, but I understand why people would. So I lean Houston. I didn't get involved with this game, though. The other games you guys have gotten to already, obviously Miami, Philly. I like the Heat there a little bit, +2.5 in that spot against the Sixers. I'm not ready to lay points with Philly. I like the over as well. You look at this Philadelphia team, they're scoring points, they're giving up points. Miami's back to playing at a warp speed pace again. Boy, these last couple of Heat games, they're going up and down the court, a lot of possessions. So I think there's going to be a lot of points there with Miami and Philadelphia. So I took the Heat +2.5, the over 238.5. Charlotte, Indiana, you guys know what I like there. Betting it again. It keeps cashing. We won it a couple times in a row. Give me Charlotte team total over once again. This Hornets team, I think they can get over that number against this Pacers team. 121.5. I think Charlotte gets there with their team total against a Pacers team not playing a whole lot of defense right now, still injury riddled as well. So, yeah, Charlotte team total over 121.5, like that.
All right, good stuff, Bobano. We'll keep going to And I guess I should have did this too. There we go. Yeah, we'll go to Spurs and Nets. This one opened up minus 13.5 and it's down to 11 or 10.5. Total hasn't really moved for this one though. Injury report. Let's just refresh because I think Castle's questionable, Keldon Johnson's questionable, Plumlee's out. Nobody's on the injury report for Brooklyn. It is the Spurs on the back-to-back. Obviously, it's a spot for Brooklyn. They're healthy, but Brooklyn has just been so just untrustworthy. The spot they might not be good enough for the spot. I don't know, but I know you shaking your head. You agree with that?
I mean, no, and San Antonio's dominated them. You know what I mean? I mean, it is a good Brooklyn spot, but I'm starting to think Brooklyn's just starting to go into tank mode right now. You know, there was a time Brooklyn was giving you a good effort every night, playing hard, staying competitive. We're not seeing that Brooklyn right now, especially after the All-Star break. So this is nothing for me here.
Dutchy?
Yeah, man. Spurs, huh? The Raptors yesterday. That was a good call, Skee. I know. I'm glad you didn't money line that bitch though. Not money line that motherfucker.
Raptors had their chances, but no, couldn't finish.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear all day it's a Brooklyn spot, but I'm show me a motherfucker with a Brooklyn ticket, man. Shit, y'all got some big balls. That's all I'll tell you. If Bobano ain't on it, shit, man, he's like the Brooklyn Nets savant. So.
Well, how the hell am I going to be in on them? 0-5 against the spread. They haven't covered since the break either.
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. can't find his jumper since All-Star break. You know what I mean? So what else they got over there going? I don't know, man. Maybe they show up and play tonight. San Antonio with the B team should still smack these motherfuckers around. That's all I know. Shout out to the Spurs, though, man. They'll get back to covering here very shortly.
Jay Pacino, are you related to Al? I'm kidding, but who putting the ball in the basket besides MPJ? That's what you do. If you like Brooklyn at all tonight, just bet Michael Porter Jr. over points. I think that's what you do.
Fair. Wizards and Hawks. This one is open 11.5, now 10.5. Total open 233.5. Looks like 236.5 actually. For Washington, AD, Keyshawn George, D'Lo, Sarr, Trae Young, all out. For Atlanta, Jalen Johnson has been ruled out, Reese Shea, and Alexander Walker both questionable. We just saw this game the other day, Bobano, and the Hawks won by about 20 in a low-scoring game. Both teams shot, I think, below 30% from three. Do you think we see another similar game? How do you view this one?
Yeah, this one, I could only back Atlanta here. I don't want Washington, but I've seen this from Atlanta before. Certainly the Trae Young version of the Atlanta Hawks, after a game like they had against Washington and they played the same team the next time, they'd fuck around and they'd barely survive and barely win, or they'd lose in these spots. So I don't think I want to come back to Atlanta again like I did in the first game. I think I can come back to the over, though. I mean, because I think those percentages normalize a little bit. Sub 30% for both of them. I think you'll see some better offense here, both sides, especially I think even Atlanta, they didn't play as efficient as they could have, even in that first game against Washington. So, we saw that game stay under. I think this kind of goes the other way. So I did bet a small over here, 235.5.
Well, Lucky Power saying ATL has defense now. They have been playing defense.
Yeah.
They've been a top, I think, 5 defensive rated team last 5 games. I really was thinking about a first half under in that game, honestly, Bobano. But what you said and, what I mentioned, that's the reason I stayed off. It's just can't expect him to shoot that low again.
It was a really, really, really rough night shooting-wise. Both teams really in the first game, yep.
All right. We'll keep going here. Blazers and Bulls. Where'd this open? 4. Not much movement, 4.5. Total, not much movement either. Did come down a point. For the Bulls, we have Ivy, Simons, Smith, and Williams all out. For Portland, Klingon, Hansen, Williams, all questionable. Advia and Sharp are out. I feel like it's a little bit appealing to me, Bobano, that the Bulls, for one, they're on a 10 Is this a game? They're what are they on a 10-game losing streak? And they're only plus 4.5. Like, it feels like they're begging you to take the Portland side for me. I don't like that Avi is out, Sharp is out. It's a lot of offense missing. You could be without Williams and Klingon. Could have no rim protection tonight. The Bulls can. I mean, they're gonna win a game sometime. I don't know. I lean Bulls, but I haven't bet it. What do you think, Bavano?
Yeah, this is one of these deals, Skee, where if I've been fading Chicago a couple of games in a row now. I took Charlotte against them. Actually, no, just the one time. I took Chicago. I actually took Chicago against New York. They covered, but I went with Charlotte against Chicago, and cashed with that. And I took Toronto out of the All-Star break against Chicago as well. So I've been on against Chicago a couple of times already, including the last game against Charlotte. If I hadn't cashed a couple of times in a row against Chicago when I bet against them, including the Charlotte game, maybe I don't bet this, but I did bet it. I'm on Portland. I mean, I just think Chicago's a straight fade right now. They're not very good. It's cheap enough that I think even on the road, Portland could be able to get this done. I also like the over. I actually like this over even more. Now I know there's no Sharp, and I know there's no, their leading scorer too is out, blanking on the name, but they got two key scorers out for the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, Althea. Yeah, he's out for Portland too. So, but I cashed the over with Minnesota Portland the other night, and they didn't have those two guys. They still scored points at home against Minnesota, and of course their defense has been awful lately, Portland. And they've been on this 9-1 overrun in their last 10 games. We talked about these Portland Trailblazers games going over the total. Every single one's gone over the total except the Phoenix game, which was that low-scoring game, and Phoenix couldn't score against Boston in their next game after that. So that's more Phoenix than Portland, that game staying under the total. So the over I really like. I think even without Althea and without their couple of scores here, Portland, I think they're going to be able to do enough because the Bulls aren't defending really all that well. But Chicago's going to score on Portland. Portland's not any good on the defensive end of the basketball court. So I am going to fade the Bulls again here tonight, Skee, but I don't like it as much as the Charlotte looked the other night. The over is the bigger bet for me in this game. I like over 234.5. It was 243 in total points the last time the Blazers and Bulls played each other back in November. So I think we get into the 240s here as well. Portland's got enough offense. Bulls stink defensively, and the Blazers are atrocious defensively right now. So I still think this game's going over the total.
All right, fair. Good stuff. Pelicans and Jazz. Big move on the side and total here. Up towards Pelicans, up towards the over. I can't lay 7 with the Pelicans. I cannot. I can agree with the total going up. I mean, no rim protection really for Utah. I still don't trust the Pelicans defense. Lean over. What do you think, Babano?
Yeah, no Keontae George and no Lauri Markkanen. Those are two big absences for Utah. So I understand it. Now I got a good number on New Orleans. I was able to get as cheap with -4 on New Orleans. What I would do now is I wouldn't lay 6.5 now with New Orleans, but maybe the double result. I've talked about that before. If you have access to a book that gives you the double result, lead at the half, win the game combination, I could see that here for New Orleans. I think they control this game pretty much start to finish. I would still feel a little bit cautious about laying this many points with them on the road, but I think they're the right side, Skee. Pelicans are pass for me.
All right. Yeah, I'm a pass. Yeah. Lakers and Suns.
Big difference between me taking New Orleans +2 at home the other night against Golden State and laying 6.5 with them tonight against Utah. Yeah. If you're going to bet them, take the double result. That's what I would do.
Lakers and Suns, 4.5 opener, up to 6. Total up from 217.5 to 222.5. We have Hayes probable. And let me just refresh. I'm pretty sure Rui just got ruled out. Yeah, Rui is out.
He is. Yep.
Phoenix, Anthony, Booker, Brooks, Goodwin, and Highsmith all out. Phoenix. All right, so here's one I was interested in, Pavano. And I'm pretty sure I'm like 99% sure you're not on it. I was thinking first half under in this game. And really, is we all know Phoenix has been struggling to score without their two leading scorers. They've been trending towards first half under last 5 games. They're 19-12 to the first half under at home. They've been playing at the slowest pace in the league the last 5 games. Second worst offensive rated team in the same span. Lakers offense has been struggling. I know their defense isn't great, but as bad as Phoenix offense is, I mean, I think they can look better, especially after losing a few games. They'll probably be more focused on that end tonight. I was thinking get in and get out with the first half under. Can you talk me off, Babano?
I could see it. I could see it. Lakers 2 straight unders. 3 of their last 4 have gone under. 2 straight unders for Phoenix. Phoenix hasn't gotten past 100 points in 3 of their last 4 games. I mean, it's concerning what we're seeing from them as far as lack of punch offensively, and of course, being without Devin Booker, being without Dylan Brooks, and those 2 in particular. It's going to be a little bit hurting for them on the offensive end of the basketball court. You got this Lakers team that's now lost back-to-back home games against Orlando and Boston. They go on the road tonight. They play Golden State on Saturday after this. You would expect a good start from the Lakers at least. I think LJ from H-Town liking Lakers first half. I don't mind that at all. Actually, I think that's the way I would approach it. I don't want to lay 6. No chance am I laying 6 with the Lakers on the road, but maybe first quarter, first half, something like that. Nothing strong for me on this game, but that's something to consider. I'd lean that way. Lakers early.
LJ putting that in the chat as well. First half, Lakers -2.5. All right, good stuff on that. What we have? One more? Yeah, T-Wolves and Clippers. Over to -5. Looks like 8. Total came down from 225.5. As low as 220.5. As low as 220. See out there. Nobody on the injury report for Minnesota, but Kawhi has been ruled out as well as John Collins. So Clippers missing a hell of a lot. It makes sense why both the line and total have moved. Still, I would not lay points with the Timberwolves. It will be Clippers or nothing. And I could understand. I probably would leave the total alone, but Clippers or nothing. What do you think, Babano?
Yeah, I feel like I want to take the Clippers at the best number. I know Kawhi being out hurts, but I think I like what I'm seeing from some of this cast around, the Kawhi of late. At least offensively, I've seen Jones, Sanders, Miller, Dunn. I love what I'm seeing. By the way, the prop what prop that I love in this game now, especially with Kawhi Leonard ruled out, give me Benedict Mathurin for the Clippers. This guy is going to really take the mantle, if you will, offensively tonight for the LA Clippers, I think, with Kawhi Leonard out. So, and I like the way he's played. Like, he's given them offense. He's been shooting the ball pretty well here for this Clippers team. That was a nice get for the Clippers from Indiana. So Ben Mathurin over his point prop. That's definitely a look I like quite a bit. That's my favorite bet in this game, is probably that prop. Honestly, I like it quite a bit. Over 20.5 is what I got with the Ben Mathurin point prop here for the LA Clippers tonight. But I'm with you. I'm not part of this move on Minnesota. I'm not going to lay points like this with the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road at 8.5. In fact, I'm probably going to have a Clippers bet. Just wait it out. Let's see what best number we can get. And I think the total now is getting to the point where it's moving too low. Like, even without Kawhi being out is going to hurt the D a little bit as well. You got Mathurin, who can take over as one of the more go-to scorers on this team in a game like this tonight. The Timberwolves continue to be a bit of an over team. Their defense is not a shutdown defense for 48 minutes. Look at the Portland game the other night. Portland didn't have their top 2 scorers, and Minnesota still gave up a good amount of points in that game against Portland. So I think this total is getting to a point as well, Skee, it's moving too much. So at 220.5, I have some interest bucking it, going the other way with over.
Very good stuff on that. Good stuff. That's the NBA card. So let me go ahead and take this off for now. How I do that? There we go. We can get to best bets. I will go first. And I don't even have a bet today. That's why I probably didn't sound too confident throughout the card. Today's games are just not great. The one I like is the Lakers first half under, but I just still haven't pushed the button. So if I do have a best bet, it's probably that one. Just, how I am. If I don't bet it, I don't like to leave it for you guys. But a lean, that's my best one. Pabano, let them know how to get to the window and take us home.
I think we'll go with that first game on the board. Miami, Philadelphia. I like over 238.5. Over 238.5. Heat, 76ers. I think there's a lot of points in that game. They've both been scoring very well lately. Miami's playing blistering pace. They have all season, but they've really stepped it up again as far as tempo the last handful of games since the break. Philly, scoring and kind of not been necessarily totally airtight defensively either the last few games. So I think there's a lot of points there in Philly tonight. Heat, Sixers, over 238.5 for my best bet. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. Thanks for tuning in, as always, to the NBA OG Crew betting show. The NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plugs. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?